Front row right here, Clay.
Last week you said you weren't quite sure what happened. Any feeling this week that this was coming? That big a turnaround?
Yeah, I think the focus was pretty impressive all week. We obviously had some news midweek about the two linebackers not being able to play, so there was a little anxiety because you had to start moving guys around at that position. Keanu's not full speed either, so yeah, that's a really nice job by Worley and Malik Harrison and Tough to play the way they did. But a very good week of practice.
Front row left, Brianna.
Coach Meyer, lately we have been getting flack for targeting, and that's having key players ejected. So are the players not aware, or have they lost some discipline when it comes to the game?
I was very upset with that. Well, of course they're aware, but I'm the same way. I was like raped when that happened, so just got to keep coaching ourselves through it.
Front row right, Tim.
Urban, you talked about the offensive line you thought was really coming on and stuff. This was against the #3 team in the country against the rush day. You guys, you saw what happened. Weber Dobbins over 100 yards. Just what did you see really clicking out there from your end?
Stud really did. Our line coach really did a nice job. Him and Kevin Wilson, as far as game planning. You know, we have made mistakes in the past where you run from normal run sets. If you notice, a lot of those are just stretch run sets, and you try to just get it down to 6 people. Because the more people you bring into the box, there's an extra player there all the time. And first of all, the game plan was very good, but that's secondary compared to the execution of the offensive line. And I thought the running backs ran really, really hard. You know, even when they got hit, it was a +2, so you're in that 2nd and 4 mentality as opposed to. And that's when you face a team that's that committed to the run, and you have to have that kind of physicality of running backs. And I thought our 2 backs played fantastic.
But to see Weber hit those 2 home runs, what did that mean to you? Obviously, you kept waiting all year for those home runs from him.
Well, he had such a good off season. He's much better player than he was a year ago. He's a good player a year ago, and then that darn injury, the hamstring was darn near surgical. That would have been the season. And he rehabbed it, and a lot of credit to Mike. Just hang in there and keep going. And the 2 of them today were, you talk about a 1-2 punch. That was outstanding.
Far left, Ari.
Urban, you guys talked or on Monday you talked about how you'd like to see the running backs or JK touch it more. Both those guys got a lot of work today. Did you guys make any game plan changes, or did you feel like you approached things differently from an offensive perspective this week?
Yeah, there was a mandate and to make sure those guys touch the ball. The flow of the game also dictated that we were controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides. What happens in other games is when you get behind, or it doesn't dictate it that way. But that was a mandate for me, and it was once again, mandates are easy. The execution was outstanding.
Far right over here, Austin.
Urban, I don't know if you would single out one of the 9 units, but felt like after what happened last week and even in the Oklahoma game earlier in the year, the linebacking group was maybe under some pressure. Were they in the spotlight for you this week, and what was the process like of sorting through those options to go play today without 2 starters?
That was awful. That was, once again, 2 of your better players, or 2 guys that starters go down. And that was, someone had to check with me on Thursday morning. That was not a good deal. But Coach Davis and Coach Young did a great job getting those guys ready. Worley played a brand new position today. That's what's, a leader, a captain, a guy that's going out. That's what you would expect out of a guy like that.
Is he better outside? Does he fit better than he has at middle when you move him to the perimeter there?
Well, those are things we'll look at. That's kind of what he played last year for us.
Far left, Doug.
Urban, you guys lost in 2015 to Michigan State, then went up to Michigan and ran the ball and blew them out. You came off a loss this year, ran the ball, and had a blowout win. Is there something about a loss that gets you guys dedicated back to the run game?
I think there's just, we use the term around here quite often, the laser-like focus on, those 2 running backs we have are 2 of our better players. And the week of practice was all about controlling that line of scrimmage. And we also, if you look closely at the way we ran the ball, it was not traditional. The one hit, we haven't run a draw all year, and it was a draw play. And we kept trying to do as off as we can, being the spread sets. So yeah, to answer your question, the focus was there, and like we said, the mandate was there. Let's go do it.
Far right over here, Don.
Urban, after the win, you guys now are in first place in the Big Ten East. This was for first place. What would you say to the guys, and how How much do you pay attention to that?
Yeah, just, I wish I could put them on a desert island, and, we talked about the penalty, when part 2 won, and then this one's over, they go celebrate with their families and their friends, and then they come back and wait for the next mission, assignment, and directive, and that's gonna be beat Illinois, that's it.
Right behind Dom, Bill?
After last week, how much did you need this psychologically, this team need this kind of performance?
I think you know the answer. Of course, you needed it in college football, 18 to 22-year-olds, even more than I imagine the NFL. But it's a game of momentum. It's browbeatings that take place and all this. You need these kind of things. You need a great performance, and they had a great performance. And special teams kickoff team was outstanding again. That's 2 weeks in a row. Punt team was outstanding. I guess maybe we just punted once or twice, but I just think A to Z was what we needed, and it was well deserved. Players deserve that. They worked hard this week.
And final 2 questions over to my far right, Tom.
Urban over here. Billy Price set a record today, 51 consecutive starts. Talk about the cornerstone he's been to you.
Yeah, I think the cornerstone is an appropriate word. I think he's, as long as I'm around Ohio State, I'll make sure that guy's treated with legendary status, because he's done everything I've ever asked of him. And that includes his off the field, his leadership when times are tough, even last week in the locker room. He's the one that took over the locker room. I say, Coach, what did you say? I didn't say anything. It was Billy Price. And so I'm deeply indebted to Billy. Billy's going to be a lifelong friend, and he'll be a Buckeye for the rest of his life, obviously. And I'm glad we still got him for a few more games.
And final for Coach over here, Steve.
Over here, Damon Arnett appeared to leave the game.
Yeah, thigh bruise. They got all the x-rays back. It's a pretty tough thigh bruise, but structurally he's okay.
And Booker and Baker, what can you elaborate? When did this happen, and what's the prognosis? Do you expect them to play?
Baker is going to be cleared. Book's not yet, but we anticipate they'll both play next week.
Great. Coach, thank you very much. No, folks, let's stay back, please. Thank you.